Alright, where am I gonna go with this video? Whew, bear with me. What's up, gamers, friends? Let me just kind of preface what this video is kind of about. If I can remember, I have a mental checklist up here of kind of things I want to go over. Nothing is bad. I just want to let you know this is not bad at all. This is actually probably the happiest I've been in a really long time. This is pretty much just a channel update video. I have kind of like a mini announcement, and I just kind of want to let you guys know the direction of the channel going forward. So if you guys don't know me, my name is Miranda. Some of you call me Miranda. Some of you call me Mira, Miss Pings. But I just wanted to let you know that I am a very spontaneous, anxious, ever-evolving human, and I would say for the majority of 2021, something just didn't feel right. I have been creating content since 2017. I started with streaming, fell in love with it, absolutely fell in love with it, did it for 5 years, and then at the beginning of 2021, I really put that all to a halt and decided, you know what, I've been streaming for so long, I want to try something new. So I created this YouTube channel, but I created it under the original alias that I had come up with. Freaking hi. Yeah, no, just come on in. I wasn't talking or anything. Just wanted to close that. Nothing is sacred in this bloody house. Okay, where was I? So yeah, I created the alias Miranda Pings, who in 2017 built my first PC in 2016 with the full intention of gaming on it and streaming to Twitch. This was a very long time ago. This was even before the affiliate program existed. So this really just started off as a hobby. I didn't expect to really do anything with it at all. I just wanted to share games and meet people online, because as I got older, it kind of was harder for me to create new friendships and also just talk about gaming in general with people in my life, because a lot of the people at the time just really didn't game a lot, and I wanted a community full of gamers that were just so passionate about it, just like I was. So I created the name Miranda Pings, and actually a little bit of backstory on that is I created the name because I was a huge fan of the big YouTuber Miranda Sings. I loved her persona. I thought she was so funny. Her whole persona is the fact that she isn't that person in real life, and her character can't sing, and she wears funny lipstick and funny pants, and just her whole gimmick is just funny. So I was always such a massive fan of hers, and I kind of derived my name from that name, Miranda Pings, Miranda Sings, because my name was Miranda, so I was like, oh, it fits. I've never really vibed with the idea of having a random screen name like Fortnite Slayer 6969. I never really vibed with a name that did not have my real name in it, because I kind of liked breaking down that barrier just from my username and having people call me by my true name. So that was kind of the backstory for my original Miranda Pings name. But fast forward 5-6 years, and with the pandemic and stuff, I kind of just felt like I fell into an identity crisis of who was I, where was I going, was this really even for me anymore? I just didn't really feel like my name alone even vibed with who I was now, who I am now. So I've been really playing around with the idea of rebranding for months. You have no idea, literal months. But I couldn't find a name, or couldn't think of a name that was fun, creative, nerdy, also incorporated my name, except for one idea that I did have and I did float around was Miranda, because I'm kind of a derp. I forget things a lot. I have things going through my head all the time, and a lot of it's completely indecipherable. So I felt like that fit me, but that was kind of more of like a Miranda After Dark feel, where I wanted it to be funny, but I didn't want that to be me all the time. I didn't want people to think I was dumb. I mean, I know I'm not dumb, but I have dumb moments, so that's kind of where that comes into play, where I like to make fun of myself using that name, and it is actually an old joke back from high school physics class. So that is actually an inside joke. That has been a name for me for quite some time. It was just never something I thought I wanted to be online, because I feel like that could have gone a bunch of different ways, if you know what I mean. But one other thing too is that I've always been a massive Star Wars fan. Maybe not as massive as some of you. There's probably lore and information about that whole world and movie series that you know way more about than I do, but I've just always loved Star Wars as a kid, which brings me to kind of my mini announcement thing. I am rebranding my channel. If you haven't noticed already, I also wrote a community post about it. Drum roll, please. My new channel name is... I could have really thought of a way better way to do this, okay? But it was fun because I already had a sweater of it. You can't see it, but this new channel name here will be known as The Miranda Lorian. Haven't determined yet whether I want it to be one word or the space Miranda Lorian, but I think I'm going to keep it as one word just for like links and URL purposes. This is actually a really old merch sweater that I had when I was primarily a streamer. You can't get it anymore, but it's something I've held on to because I've always loved this sweater. Because I had it, it made me feel so stupid because this thing has been staring at me in the face for months in my closet, and I'm sitting there like, what could my channel name possibly be? So the cool part is that I actually was able to secure this name on Twitch. I have no idea how, The Miranda Lorian. It's not linked, and it is not the same as my original Twitch channel, which was just Miranda Pings. I may or may not change that, but I'm honestly moving towards the idea of just kind of walking away from that old channel because there's just a lot about it. Energy-wise, vibe-wise, it just doesn't resonate with me anymore. So I kind of just felt, you know what, sometimes you can always rebuild. There's no such thing as truly starting over. Every opportunity is a brand new opportunity to do something so amazing, and you never know where it could lead you unless you try. So I'm not currently a streamer. I don't stream. I haven't streamed it's actually been a year now. It's definitely a year. I think the 1-year anniversary of my last stream was actually early January of 2022. I just wanted to find something else, but there's a part of me deep down, especially recently, like I haven't been able to ignore it for some reason. And I keep trying to like suppress it, but there's a part of me that misses it so much. I miss streaming, and I think it's more the social aspect. Like I just want to be me, I just want to vibe, I just want to hang out, chat with people, connect with people who want to chat. But there is a part of me deep down that misses just doing the odd stream every once in a while, just really just hanging and chatting and maybe farting around playing some random party games with people, not taking myself and my channel so seriously. Like that's what I want to go away from, is taking all of that so seriously and letting it affect me up here. And I don't do that anymore, and I love that I don't do that anymore. It's been so liberating. So that's kind of the announcement. I wanted to mention that my new channel name will be The Miranda Lorian. I have since updated. This was so last minute. You have no idea. I woke up this morning, snowy AF outside, was planning on playing some Uncharted today, and just something was calling me to this idea of just I need to think of a new name. I need to rebrand, and I just did it. I did it. It was kind of scary at the moment, but I'm so glad I did it now, and I'm so excited for the future, whatever that means. I'm glad to have a channel and social media profiles and just an online persona that is me, that is not this streamer persona character thing that I felt like I was playing for a long time, and it just doesn't resonate with me anymore. I'm just really happy. I really am. And it feels like this has been something that has been missing for a really long time. And in the spirit of not making this video super duper long, also Toby says hi. He'd be sitting in the droid passenger seat unlike my Star Wars X-Wing or something. Like, yeah, he'd be my right-hand man. Which brings me to my next point. This one's gonna be real brief, and it's really just me talking about really my plans for this channel going forward. As per my channel description though, I do treat this more as like a journal, a way for me to get my thoughts out there, share my personal life with people, and just express myself and who I am. But my plan for content going forward in terms of gaming specifically, I know I've been putting it out to you guys a lot, what games you guys want to see me play, but I will tell you that I don't ever put games on my list of things that I want to play in the future unless I genuinely want to play them myself. I don't believe in playing things for views. I don't believe in powering through something that you're just not enjoying. And my main goal is to just have fun, really. But my goal going forward is I like to put game suggestions out to you guys, and pretty much what I do, and I'll show you. This is how I determined the next game that I'm going to play. I am very old school. I love to write things down, pen and paper, pencil, whatever. And like, I'm dead serious when I say that when I ask you guys for next game suggestions and you guys write in the comments of like my community posts or my videos, I will go through each individual comment. And sometimes when there's hundreds of comments, that can take a long ass time. But I did that on my recent community post, and I will go through each comment, write down the title of the name the title of the game that was named, and then for each time I see that game repeated, I'll just kind of give it a little tally, and then at the end, I will kind of just look at all the tallies and either take the top 3, 4, or 5 options, and then I'll throw it out as a community poll, or I'll just take that as it's listed and just play the next game that was voted for the most, essentially. So this most recent one had a lot of different games on there, and all of them I want to play, so I plan on playing them at some point. But we had Firewatch, Plague Tale Innocence, BioShock, Mass Effect Trilogy, God of War, Tomb Raider Trilogy, the new one, Red Dead Redemption 2, Beyond Two Souls, Hellblade, the Anthology series, and Soma, which I'm so glad I keep seeing that more because I have had that game for a long time. It has been in my backlog for a agonizingly long time. It's kind of embarrassing, but I finally want to get to that one eventually. And don't be discouraged. There's a lot of games that people list off, and I can't get to all of them at once, obviously, but I do plan on playing them at some point. And again, with that being said, we're almost into February of 2022, and I'm actually really excited because I've taken a really large leap in my life, and I have decided to go back to school. Oh my god, I'm getting chills just thinking about it. I've never been so excited to go back to school in my life. I'm starting a brand new program that I really think will set my life on the proper trajectory, and I'm just so excited, and hopefully that means that it will leave me a lot of extra time to play games, hang out with you guys, chat with you guys, maybe even stream, but mostly just get through games that I need to get through that have been in my backlog and be able to enjoy the new games coming out this year as well. So what I plan to do is have like one big game, whether it's one giant game like Red Dead Redemption 2 or a giant series like the Tomb Raider trilogy, the Uncharted series that I'm playing through right now, the BioShock trilogy. Oh gosh, just long games, maybe more like open world, long stories, really narrative heavy. And then on the off side, I want to like switch it off with shorter games that I can play that have been in my backlog for a long time. For example, like a lot of story-based narrative, choices matter games like the Telltale games, which I think I've mostly played through. Oh no, I still have a couple that I can play, but those tend to be shorter, so that counts. Other games like the Anthology series, maybe some indie games, some shorter horror games. A lot of you guys have been mentioning Visage. I don't really know how to pronounce it. I say Visage, but I'm pretty sure it might be Visage. I don't know. Anyway, a lot of you sickos have been telling me to play that game, and I will have you know that I tried that a long time ago, actually when it was first in early access and we only had access to chapter 1. Scared the absolute shit out of me. Put it down after that, did not pick it up. I think it's fully released now, and that's the one game that I have been way too bloody scared to go play again. Maybe I will one day, because a lot of you guys keep mentioning it, so maybe I'll just do it for the shits and giggles, who knows. Back to what I was saying before, I plan on playing one long series trilogy game, and then on the other hand, I plan on playing shorter, sweeter games, things that maybe take a handful of hours to get through, so that I have like a nice balance of playing long games that people genuinely want to see, that are maybe more popular, or just entire trilogies that I haven't played yet that will take a lot more time, and then also being able to work through my backlog of shorter games that I maybe hopefully have. Some of them I don't actually own yet, so that's also something I take into account, whether or not I own it, how long they are, so on and so forth. But yeah, I just think that will help me strike a really good balance, get me through a lot of the games that I've been wanting to play for such a long time, but also cater to what people actually want to see and what I actually want to play. So that's really just the update here. If we can recap real quick, what did I kind of talk about? Because I have already forgotten. Yes. Are you You done. Probably barking at the mail person. I feel so bad for them. They need a raise. Anyway, yep, just wanted to fill you guys in. If you guys noticed, I did change my channel name. It is now The Mirandalorian. If you join my Discord, we have always been The Mirandalorians, actually. That has always been a Discord name that I can remember that I've had for me. You can find that link down below in the description. I have thus changed all of my social tags, ats, whatever. So those links should all be updated in the description as well. If you guys want to follow those, feel free. If you don't, I don't blame you. My shit posting is okay. I don't know, I just like having places where I can just be me and talk about things that I like, not really things that I don't like, because I don't really see the point anymore. Whether or not you guys really like the change, really life is all about change. I know some people don't like change, and I totally get that because I was like that for a really long time, but now I get really excited for change because the endless opportunities that come about when you change something is unreal. Sometimes you needed to rip off that limitation of your former self and who you thought you were to be able to broaden your horizons and find out maybe more about yourself that you didn't realize before. Without getting too philosophical, that's essentially the what I've been going through the past year. It feels like the best metaphor I can give you is like a butterfly going into its little cocoon thing and then kind of re-emerging as something a little bit different than it was before. That's like the phase of my life at this point. But I'm really excited. If you guys have any questions, feel free to post them below in the comments. I'm probably just going to go through and answer them as I go. Thank you guys so much for the endless support. I appreciate you so much. I'm really excited to continue playing through the Uncharted series and to get through all the games now that I will hopefully have time for this year. There's a lot of them coming, and a lot of them are new too, coming out this year. Dying Light 2, Horizon Forbidden West, which actually, I know I've played Horizon Zero Dawn in the past already, but I'm this close to playing it again just to kind of get ready for that game because I love the first game so much, and the last time I played it was I actually streamed it on my YouTube channel, but at that time I didn't have the balance of paying attention to the story and talking to chat at the same time, which is kind of why I started my YouTube channel, was so I could experience single player games but authentically experience them, hang on to every word, every dialogue, every nook and cranny of the game. So I'm really appreciative of my YouTube channel and my YouTube friends because of that. But there's just so much that I'm excited for this year, and I hope you guys are excited as well. Thank you guys for being here for the journey and all of the phases that I go through as a person and as a YouTuber, as a gamer, as a content creator. Life has endless opportunities, and I'm just excited for mine, I didn't think I'd get so emotional changing my name, but I kind of did, because when you are one thing for so long and you kind of identify with one thing for so long and then you kind of peel that back, it is really, really weird. I'm letting it sink in. I already know that it was a good choice for me because it just feels good. It feels good deep down in my soul. Anyway, thank you guys again so much for listening to me ramble, and I'm sure there was a lot of rambling because I didn't come in here with a plan, because literally everything I talked about today was spontaneous. Happened today. Not a lot of thought went into it, but I'm still really happy about it. Thank you guys so much for watching and hearing me out. I really, again, appreciate you guys so much. And again, I want to keep this video short, so I'm going to end it here. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!